The Amarissa Joy makes her way across the channel into Port Hardy Harbor. The 105-foot packer is carrying a $2 million cargo of farm-raised salmon, a full day's work for a large crew at the Marine Harvest Processing Plant in Port Hardy. The vessel is owned by a First Nations entrepreneur whose people are benefiting from a unique partnership between them and the farm salmon producers of BC.
It's been tremendous. We have First Nations people from our reserve working on these boats, plus many of them working at the plant, and some of them on the campsites tendering. It's absolutely great for our people.
Everywhere you look at farm salmon sites along the coast, you will see First Nations workers taking advantage of the good-paying permanent jobs that allow them to support their families and stay in their traditional communities.
To be able to come out here every day and be surrounded by the mountains, by the water, by the wildlife, by the fish that I'm raising right now, and everything that I do to keep this site running, it feels good to know that I'm doing a good job.
There are 19 agreements between salmon farm producers and First Nations in BC. And over the next decade, as the industry grows, so will First Nations involvement. Expansion will include more partnerships because new farms will be in their traditional territories.
I think it's a real partnership, and it's about, again, having those conversations, winning the trust of those communities and showing that we can share benefits.
And you're a First Nations leader. If you want to stay on your land and keep your culture intact, resources and salmon farming are a way you can do that.
The partnerships built on trust have grown over time. At this gathering in Tofino, where 20 salmon farms and 2 processing plants operate and employ over 200 people, First Nations leaders and producers thank each other for the business journey they are taking together. It seems it's been beneficial to both partners.
Over 5 to 8 years, we learned about Creative Salmon's fish farm practices. So they met a lot of our conditions. They agreed to ongoing science studies, report any instances to our fish farm committee. Every condition that we brought forward, Creative Salmon was willing to work with us on. It took a while to get through all those points and realize that we were on the same page. And then to be able to drive a benefit for our grandchildren for their use and occupation of our waters, to be able to put money in partnership with them towards our rivers and our fish runs, that's something that come out of our relationship with them.
For James Walkus, his son and grandson, who will one day pilot his boat, the partnership has been a success story. He has decided to build a second boat, a twin to the Amarissa Joy, anticipating new growth in the salmon farm industry and a bright future for his family and First Nations community.